There's more chart-breaking party hits coming up.
VH1 presents Hits from the Movies Weekend. A weekend that will change a television channel. The greatest hits from movie soundtracks, musical movie double bills. A weekend starring a cast of thousands. And the finest music ever to grace celluloid. VH1 Hits from the Movies Weekend. On your screens from this Saturday.
Making our way to the #1 album of this week in 1986, you're watching VH1's Classic Chart. Soon Huey Lewis and the News will be joining us, but not before Bon Jovi go Dead or Alive. This year was the beginning of John Bon and the band.
Yes, because 80s Mega Hits Weekend continues, and you're bound to be whisked back nostalgically to the 80s between now and the end of tomorrow. We have all of the top 80s hits on video for you.
Fantastic. Make sure that you join us tomorrow at 10 o'clock for Sunday brunch, because our guests are going to be Cleo Rockers, co-star and of course close friend to the late Kenny Everett. And we're also going to be joined by the man who loved to play pop, the one and only Cheggers. Yes!
On VH1. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow from 10 o'clock sharp right here. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
80s Mega Hits Weekend on VH1.
I hope you enjoyed the show. VH1's 10 of the best. Those the 10 videos that you've seen, or 9 that you've seen, the 10th one is yet to come. But I hope you enjoyed them, and they are 10 of my favorite videos. And I've worked with all the artists that I've chosen. I've worked with because they were all on this album that I have out called Reload, and the final video that we're about to play.
When VH1 asked me to do a show, how could I refuse? So of course I said...
Now, I've seen this somewhere. Let's have a look. David Hepburn, he really done...
Right. The special introductory price of just $7.99. Then audition other great albums from the 70s with no obligation to buy. Call the number on your screen now. Use your credit card and get a...
Culture Club there, fronted by Boy George with Church of the Poison Mind. Do you know what I loved about him at a recent big do we went to?
What?
10 of the best. Well, this is Made in Wales night, and from Tom Jones to...
Welcome back to VH1's Classic Chart. We are taking a look back at the top 20 best-selling LPs from this week, 11 years ago, 1988. In a moment, we come to Johnny Hates Jazz, but before them, and before we go top 10, let's remind ourselves how it's all been looking so far.
Just like that. Coming up next is Fun Boy 3, and the Lunatics have taken over Salem. For the woman who kicks the whole thing off, the very delectable. Here you go, that was the Star Council, Weller et al, and Have You Ever Had It Blue? And it does bring us to the end of the show. There you go, we hurtled through that one, didn't we? You were just sitting there, you probably just started on your second bun, haven't you? Have they finished? Have they finished? Is it time for me bed now? Do I have to have me tablets and then me bed? We're going to finish off today with Mr. Robert Palmer, old Vinegar Joe Boy himself, and Addicted to Love, and look very carefully. Don't just take the first thing, oh yeah, they're all sort of really beautiful women. No, most of them are beautiful women. One of them is a late replacement. One of them never turned up, and they said, what about the girl out there? Well, if the dress fits, put her on. It doesn't fit, and she's a little bit... As long as you might not want to go, that's the problem. I know what it's like. You're sitting there going, oh, please, Milsey, don't take us back there. Don't take us back to that devilish decade. And that's fair enough. But I would say this, right? You can run, but you can't hide. Okay, it's like arachnophobia. If you're arachnophobic, right, just put your hand in a big bucket of spiders. It'll sort you out. If you're frightened of heights, just go to the top of the GPO Tower in London, or the tallest building wherever you live, right? If you live in Coventry or somewhere, that's probably your house, isn't it? Just lean out of the windows, okay? You've got to confront your fears, that's what I'm saying. okay? And I'm speaking from experience. I used to have a terrible phobia of the 80s, okay? And the only way I could conquer it is to do what I'm doing now, consistently watching 80s videos, right? Like this one I'm going to play you now. I watch it all the time. I watch it in the morning, I watch it at lunchtime, I watch it at night. And my wife says, why are we watching this? I say, I have to. You don't understand. It's treatment.
Greatest hits.